You're not rooting for your own team.
You can't walk out on the set, bro. That's a cut anyway. Top 5 NBA players.
I can go 6 Lakers in my stuff.
LeBron at 1.
I gotta go with King.
Jordan at 2.
Magic.
I'm gonna take Kobe.
Kareem.
My small forward, I take Latrell Sprewell.
This guy.
Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast.
Welcome back to Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast. We are back with Quincy. Since you're a big basketball guy, Quincy, we're going to talk to you about the conference finals.
Okay.
A lot of sweeping might happen.
Man.
Boston, not looking good. Lakers, they're winning right now, but
They going home.
you know, who's your favorite team?
Favorite team is the Lakers.
Lakers.
There you go.
Oh, are you an actual real friend?
Know something about
they
you.
not even supporting them right now. This is
I'm
what
not either.
Oh, you guys,
Yes.
you guys are sick, son.
Yes, sir.
You guys are
Quincy.
sick.
We know
bro.
why. We don't have to get into it.
You guys are sick, man.
Tell them why, Quincy.
Oh yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
It starts with Eddie Jones. Then Eddie Jones go to Miami. At this time, I'm young, so when I see Kobe, I'm thinking that's Eddie Jones, and I'm like, oh, wow, I like this guy. So wrote it out with Kobe, and when LeBron came over, I just looked at the end, like he's later part of his career. How is the team going to look once he's done, and what's the roster going to look like once he's here? And it's kind of like a Coach Brown, but yeah.
Only one person is going to argue with you here.
Can you guess what kind of fan Ponix is? Take a guess.
Tell me.
Miami Heat, bro.
Miami Heat, okay.
Hey, man.
Yo,
Yeah, Miami Heat is looking phenomenal right now.
Yeah.
how you feel about them right now?
It's definitely a win,
You
bro.
having a good time?
So, definitely.
But what if they don't win the chip? Then it's a wasted season if they don't win the chip?
Yeah, it's still a wasted season.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah,
It was a good ride
Miami.
pause. It was a good ride pause, but at the end of the day, what do you do it for? Listen, my stance is not gonna change.
Maybe not the Heat. It might
What
be.
do you do it for?
Maybe not the Heat. Might
What
be.
do you do it for? They're not trying to be like, yeah, we got to the conference finals. We
Other
no,
teams like
bro.
the Knicks. Knicks would have
Knicks
got to the conference finals and lost.
That's exactly why you see the teams where they are now. When you don't compete for what you competing for, like, bro, you can't forget what you in there for. You don't make the playoffs just to be like, yeah, I'm the 1 seed and then lose.
We, as a Laker fan,
And then if you can
We
call
went-
yourself that,
we went through some tough years, man. And I still was supporting the team, yo. Sedell 3, kid.
Yo,
Cedric, remember Cedric Ceballos was there? Why was he there?
Don't
man?
do that. He was good in
He was
FIFA.
good.
He was there, you know. It's been a lot of people that's come and gone and done Lakers jersey.
yeah. Like I've always said, I don't love the LeBron Lakers. I just like them. Like I feel nothing when they were down by like 30 against the Nuggets. bro. I felt nothing. I'm like, this is bad, man.
Yeah, before
This is terrible.
Normally I'd be breaking walls and throwing shit because they're down, but right these last few seasons, it's just like
Yo, man, listen,
I literally
man.
saw like every Kobe game.
oh Sunday nights,
Every
Laker
Listen,
Whites, man. Sunday
like
nights.
I said,
Nice.
by success rate, like I said, there's a lot of things that y'all can't talk to me about. From last year, this year, there's a lot of things that y'all can't talk to me about.
What do you mean?
Y'all count the bubble?
No,
They don't wanna
hell
count it.
no.
Y'all gotta count it.
I don't count the bubble. I don't care who would have won. I know it's just a coincidence that LeBron was the winner.
Rudy does not count
But
the bubble.
I do not count the bubble.
Yo,
man.
they played, bro.
But they didn't play. Everybody
bro.
wasn't there.
count the bubble, Quincy?
Everybody who?
And they had a 5-6
I don't
month.
count the bubble.
Yeah,
You don't
and
count
they
the
had
bubble
5-6
either?
months
Wow.
off.
Yo, this guy.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Watch. If it was any other team,
Yes.
if anybody else won, they would have counted the ball.
No, I
It's
wouldn't.
because it's LeBron that
No,
won.
it's
I
just
believe
for
you.
me.
Because it's LeBron that won,
No,
they don't want to
I
count
believe
I
that.
could be 100%. I was
Every
saying
team-
that before when the bubble started. Like, you can't count this. Everybody's not there.
Every chip that Bron got, people try to add an asterisk to.
That's
No,
true.
I don't add the one that he won with Cleveland. I mean, that's a phenomenal feat in itself. Like, that was that their first NBA title in Cleveland?
Yeah.
In like decades. I definitely give them that one.
Oh, you can't deny him with that
great.
one. Not even the two Miami ones. You can't really.
You can't.
Nah.
You can't.
He played excellent. Wasn't he the MVP of both of them?
Yeah,
So
but
how
somebody
could you
say
discount
lockout
it?
season. Like, yo, I didn't do it.
I
didn't do it.
Let's hear why the bubble is counted and why the bubble isn't counted.
Let y'all go first.
It was just.
Let y'all go
I don't think nobody had no more than 4 fouls, kid, because everybody was scared of COVID and some shit.
Yeah, the only reason I don't count the bubble because not everybody was in there and they had those months off. Because the whole point of a season is you got to fight the battles of injury and fatigue and all that, playing all these months in a row. And then they got 5 months and they just put them in a tournament. This shit was like a knockout tournament, kid, at Cromwell. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
Yo, it figures LeBron will win that one, though. It figures, though.
No, but you know what? That one was for Kobe, though. That's why the Lakers won. That was the championship, I think, after Kobe had passed. So it was already written on the wall to me that they were going to win.
Win that one?
Yo, all right, Quincy. Let me tell you why I counted. Right? Pandemic or no pandemic.
Plandemic.
Prior to the pandemic, they were the number 1 team in the fucking West. They was having a great season. They were hitting on all cylinders. They had their chemistry. They were literally one of the favorites to be in the finals, if not win the finals. A lot of the teams outside of Dame going off and Devin Booker basically showing like, all right, cool, like I can compete with these teams. A lot of it were following the trends of what has happened from then to now. You see the same 4 teams that was in the conference finals, then, here, now, when they are healthy. So my whole thing is, at the end of the day, it's not like they were playing posts. Like, they weren't playing UPS drivers. They were still playing each other. They didn't have all these things and stuff like that, so they tried to put out a product so people can still watch what they already been invested in. You can't just cancel a season. We all been following all these stories, these trends and things like that, and they were playing. Now, some people let it affect their thing, a la Paul George.
The whole Clipper squad.
You hitting the backboard of the thing, but I guarantee if the Clippers won that championship, they would have been like, oh, we're the team of LA.
Well, the Clippers would have
and
to
they won their ship in where?
They never had one.
They won their ship at Disney World.
Clippers
and they would have been
had
like,
to
they
count
running shit. They the new team of Los Angeles. Any team that would have won outside of the Lakers,
I believe
and
so.
I'm going to be honest with you, I think because you guys have a story franchise, there's 2 teams that couldn't win. There's 2 teams that couldn't win in the bubble. It's the Celtics and the Lakers. If those teams won,
I don't think the Celtics
they
were even
would
in
not
there,
have
right?
counted it because you guys have been spoiled in terms of franchise success.
I think it's LeBron.
The Celtics wasn't there. They
It's
weren't
LeBron.
there, right?
That's my personal
man.
opinion on it.
It's not.
I'll count it, but, I think a lot of people won't count it because it's LeBron.
That's
You know what I'm
exactly why.
Hey, listen, that's not my reason for not counting it.
What I won't count,
I got. Listen, I could bring up 30 more things that I can't stand about LeBron. That one,
He don't like his shoes.
I don't like.
He don't like his, he don't
No,
like
no.
His shoes do be ugly though.
I like the second one, the one that had the Charlotte Hornet on the tongue. Well, I forgot. Was that second or third? That one was. If I could find those, I'll get them.
yo,
I try to find those.
sidebar, what I won't count is the Major League Baseball championship that
Oh,
year.
World Series. Who was that?
It was like,
Dodgers,
they played
right?
like 30 games or something? No, I'm not counting that
I
one.
think it was the Dodgers that won that one, right? Yeah, you can't. But that's what I'm saying.
I'm not counting that one, dog.
It's the war of attrition is trying to fight through a whole season and
30
going
games.
here and going there.
Oh,
And,
they fighting depression.
listen, I get it.
They
It's-
not they don't got the fans. There's no home court advantage. Literally
It's a depression.
from a hooper's perspective, how I look at it is, bro, if you can't hoop here, you can't hoop. Because This is literally, yo, all right, cool. Like, bro.
Look like I said, it
Y'all
just
here?
look like a tournament,
Y'all
man, at
here?
an open gym.
All right, show out. But when people scoring 10 points in a closeout game, you gonna blame that on the bubble? Nah, bro. There's literally no distraction.
Who they swept? There's
no home court.
they swept
Everybody
Miami,
has the
right?
same advantages. There's nobody they're not cheating for anybody.
Hey,
You see what I'm saying? Like if anything, you should be more focused on basketball. It's the only thing here. It's the only thing keeping you here.
Yeah, it's not ideal, man. All the elements around, like the crowd, listen, it was the
That
same.
just goes to show who likes it, who really loves basketball and who's really there for the lifestyle. That's how I look about the bubble.
they did have a nice new camera angle though. That was cool.
Oh yeah,
No,
like
the side
down
view,
on the
right?
court, yeah.
The sideline view, yeah.
That shit was nice.
Shit, man.
But you know what never was discussed was like whether or not those players suffered from any anxiety because they were playing in the bubble. Like you gotta think about, like, you want players to perform at their highest level, but they're playing in a setting where like there's a pandemic going on. So how did the pandemic affect their style of play? Like nobody never really spoke about that.
But also, all right, so let's put it this way, right? What happened the following year to the Lakers after the bubble chip? Following
They
season.
changed their whole squad.
Why?
I have no idea why they did.
hurt. They just
Nobody
started
got. They,
trading
But that's how
they
you.
traded people, got rid of people, switched things over.
But that's how sometimes you get a good feeling of what would have been or if you counted or discounted of what happens kind of the following season. Most of the time when you win a chip, the next season you're relevant,
season,
banning injuries. But if you play a whole season, injuries are gonna happen. That's why that bubble thing is just a asterisk
But how about if
championship.
But
Because
we can't go off ifs. Is what I'm saying. Like we can only go with what happened. Because if my aunt had a piece,
But that's
she'd
what
be
I'm
my
saying.
uncle.
But
We
that's
can't
why
talk
I
about
can't
if.
count that. That's
Can't
why.
talk about
That's one.
it.
That's another reason why I can't count the bubble, yo.
Who's your
Yeah,
favorite
they
Laker,
play.
Quincy?
You gonna say
You said
Cole?
what's that?
Who's your favorite Laker?
You gonna say Cole?
Oh,
Yeah,
without question.
Mine was Kurt Rambis.
Okay.
Kurt
He's
Rambis.
lying.
Yo, where were you? How'd you feel when he passed away? You don't have to talk about it if you don't want, because I don't really
I
want to
don't-
talk about it.
We could absolutely talk about it. So, from our conversations off air, I have a cell phone repair business, and that morning I was repairing a phone, and on my Instagram at the time there was only 3 photos on it. It was Kobe, and he was in the jet, like laid back, chilling. It was my only 3 photos on the Instagram. So the young lady's phone that I'm repairing, we actually got into a conversation about Kobe and stuff. And so this is probably like 7 in the morning. I'm fixing the phone, and then I go back to the crib because this is a Sunday, and I take a nap. And I wake up, and I just have a group message going on about, like, you know, it wasn't confirmed, but helicopter crash, XYZ. And I just remember instantly having a feeling like, yo, it's true. It's him, because of the way that he traveled back and forth to the games for his daughter. And man, I cried. My mom called me shortly after, and she can, you know, hear the pain in my voice, the tears that's rolling and stuff. My dad called me. Pretty much my whole family. Like, you get the calls from people that you used to fool with a while ago, right? Hey, like, yo, I know you lost. How you feeling? So yeah, man, I was hurt. I actually feel like I'm still like dealing from anxiety of travel from it. Also, like, so my girlfriend has scheduled like flight lessons for me for my birthday back in March. And I promise you, we've always had to cancel and reschedule because there's some kind of weather issues or whatever going on. And yeah, just huge loss. It's somebody that you felt like that you grew up with. You watched them go through struggles, whether it's playing, figuring stuff out on the court, off the court issues, playing through that, and just feeling like he's a basketball purist that eats, sleep, and bread basketball. And yeah, I was crushed. I was devastated.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I was on set doing a student film, and the word came down.
Yeah, I ain't believe it either.
And I was like, nah. Yo, the whole set stopped for about an hour. Like, we were delayed. You know what I'm saying? I went to the bathroom. I was like, nah, this is not real, man. But I haven't really spoke about it much, man. Like, I really lost the passion to watch the Lakers after that. It really bothered me. You know what I'm saying? I think
he wasn't even playing anymore.
I think I'm still recovering, man. I don't think I dealt with it quite fully. You know what I'm saying? But it was devastating because this guy brought me so much joy. I saw every game. And that's West Coast time. Them shits ended like 1:30 every night. I got 4 hours of sleep before I went to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, he was my superhero. Like, you know that this guy is going to come out there and compete. Whether it's ugly, he's going to go down shooting. And yeah, man, I'm just glad that I had the chance to watch him, go to his games. Never met him, but yeah, it's an experience.
As I told Ponix, we had a conversation like 2 days ago. I'm telling you, how you feel about LeBron? There's no one that's gonna come after LeBron that you're gonna be like, yo, this guy does it. And when you're 50 years old, and somebody comes and like, yo, this guy's better than LeBron. Yo, you're gonna lose your mind, dog. I'm telling you, dog.
No, you're not. So, how I look at basketball, right? Like, who you guys think is the best player of all time?
Michael Jordan.
You do, Rudy? I know you don't like him.
No, he does not like him.
Yeah, so we can't use
I don't
Rudy.
like Jordan.
You think
either.
Jordan best player of
I
all
don't
time?
like Jordan either, but he's the best.
Who do you think is?
I would probably have to go with Wilt or Bill Russell.
All right, cool. Now, for me, I literally like I can't help but feel like, me personally, I'm not gonna say LeBron's the best player, as much as you guys think that I want to. But I'm not gonna say that because I feel like I would always want to see the best, quote unquote, play. So I believe in the eras thing. Like, I believe that there's people that run the league and they're the best player of that time. And I just feel like if you're to compare that, I don't think you can dismiss him the way people dismiss him.
LeBron.
Yeah. That's the argument that I make. Not saying that he's the best, but I'm saying.
But they too quick to go, nah, not LeBron.
Yeah, like they just dismiss him like, what? Yo, bro, like, think about it. He 38, right? A lot of people would be in their wheelchairs getting ready to victory lap. Yo, I'm out of here. You know, Carmelo, shout out to him, just retired today. We got into the league together. We played against each other together. You're out of the league, and people still look at me with this expectation of being the best player on a championship level team at 38. You know how good you gotta be?
And you the man.
You know how good you gotta be for that to be the expectation? So when people just be like, nah, get him out. Like, come on, bro.
Or the competition is not that great. That's the flip side.
Well, listen, it doesn't.
I actually think the competition is amazing and probably the toughest that it's ever been.
You see, thank you, Quincy.
No, I don't agree with.
Thank you, Quincy.
I don't agree with it to that level. It's not to be dismissive of LeBron, but there was so many players that were so damn good. Like during the whole Jordan, even before Kobe, like, really took prominence. But it was so many plays that you had to look out for.
Not really.
So not everybody's athletic, and the game has changed with the shot. So now it's easy to just everybody has a jumper. Nobody was shooting jumpers. You had to go through the lane. You had to have a mid-range game. Nobody was really shooting threes.
For sure, right?
Jump shot is.
Yeah, now jump shots are so ridiculous now.
For sure, and I get that. But my whole thing is, my counter argument to that is, like, when you talk about these people, like, all right, cool, like, MJ and Dominique Wilkins had a rivalry.
Only in a slam.
I'm just saying.
No, basketball.
They did.
But
they went shot for shot with each other. Like, they used to go at each other. My thing is this, right? I'm not diminishing because I know y'all gonna think that I am. I'm not diminishing these rivalries.
like it.
I'm not diminishing these rivalries, right? Bro, LeBron and Stephen Curry, that's an all-time rivalry. It is, to the point that everybody's more excited about the second round than y'all about to get swept. You know what I mean? Like it's I feel like LeBron has had so many different, like, he has had so many different eras in a career.
He played 20 joints.
And I think that alone should at least invite you to the room. Not saying that you win the argument.
Oh, yeah, nah,
you should be in the room.
He's been in the room before that, before this.
But there's people that are like, oh no, he never. Come on, bro. Come on. That's just
listen, as much as I
bro.
hate on LeBron, and I got the biggest hate list for LeBron ever. I'm a realist though. I know how good and dominant he is. Come on, man.
bro.
Fuck him. Right. The thing with LeBron is this. Out of all those players that we've mentioned, like let's say Jordan, Magic, Bird, all those other greats, when those guys were playing, it was like without a question, without a doubt, that those guys were the best. This is LeBron's era, but you have people more doubtful, or I would say more doubtful, but you have just the amount of number of people that are doubtful that support LeBron. No, that support LeBron, and people that's against LeBron. So it's more like a 50-50, right?
But that's also like old people not wanting to let it go.
But when Bird, Magic, Jordan, when they played in their era, it was like there was nobody that doubted that they were the best. Like the whole world knew that these guys were the best.
Yeah,
That's not the
because
same for LeBron.
they were miles ahead of the competition. And a lot of the times, a lot of people look back at those times and be like, yo, this is peak basketball, right? You guys you don't think so? If you think that this is peak basketball, that is great. And I understand that it's your era. It's the one that speaks to you the most. The issue in looking at it like that is if you look at this as the peak, everything following that is going to be a drop-off. You can't appreciate anything else because you think that the best has happened. But so you're not even looking forward to new possibilities because you feel like you done seen it all.
That's a good point.
Nah. I mean, not to disagree with what you're saying, but I want to add this too. With LeBron, it seemed to be just him, right? And it's like he didn't do enough of winning, just winning. He didn't do enough winning to be this guy, to be this good, because athletically and skill-wise, he had more than those attributes that Jordan could ever think about. But Jordan, it was his will. It was the heart he had to take people out. It was just like, you hate, and I hate it. Trust me, I still hate Jordan. I cannot stand this guy.
Jordan was there though, dog. That's when it all began, man.
But you see, so look,
This nigga
bro,
LeBron
I seen your man. I seen Gilbert Arenas. I seen Gilbert Arenas basically speak my thoughts when he said it. He was like, "Yo, bro, it's not to say that '90s and the '80s of when basketball was came to its prominence. It's not to diminish it, but literally, you can literally see a changing of the guard when the first prototype person came and took over the league, which was Jordan. People couldn't do the stuff that he could do. So now when you're better than everybody, you dominate. Great, that's good. I'm not diminishing that. I'm going to put that period. There's no but to that. What I'm saying is when people have now been influenced by said person to play this way, a lot of freak athletes came and they scared everybody else because the way that you guys were accustomed to seeing basketball, you were seeing people do shit that you never even thought of. A la Grant Hill. Grant Hill had the league shook, bro.
He was LeBron before.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So he had the league shook Just because,
And
like,
T-Mac. Don't
nobody
forget
else
about
can do
T-Mac.
this.
T-Mac.
Literally, nobody else could do this. Like,
Don't
we don't know
forget
what
about
to do with this
McGrady,
guy.
son.
We can't stop him. He can't shoot. We know he's gonna try to get to the bucket and bear. He can't stop it. Barring injury, what does his career become? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when people start to get, all right, cool, like there's a different way to play. There's this way to play. All right, cool, like I can be a different type of four. I don't have to be Kevin McHale in the post, and I can still be effective. The game evolves. I feel like
That's the word.
old heads should just appreciate evolution. Like you can't, back in come on, bro. Everybody do the mic and drill. You've done the mic and drill, right? Everybody does it. Like, of course, it's pivotal. But at the same time, when people can do a 360 dunk compared to just, it's more impressive. Yeah, I feel like you guys should appreciate evolution more.
See, you feel like we should appreciate it. I feel like the younger cats need to give more homage to the cats that came before them. So that
But we
gotta
present.
meet somewhere in the middle, man. Like we should appreciate what's going on now, and y'all should appreciate
What happened before?
how cats before y'all moved the game, brought it to you. You know what I'm saying?
And just imagine how much play we haven't seen because it wasn't recorded.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like we look at Dr. J and look at the amazing stuff he was doing. We seeing the same highlights and clips of Wilt and Kareem, which I feel like Kareem is severely underappreciated in the NBA.
Absolutely.
But
It's to his own detriment, though.
He played both ends of the floor. This dude was a straight winner. He didn't lose in from high school to college. His 3 years of college, he lost 3 games.
Yeah, it's absurd.
3 games. That's stupid. How you lose 3 games? I lost 3 games on the court last time I played, son.
These words are not mine.
Yo, Quincy,
These words are not mine, but you know, they say your man harbors a lot of salt to him. So I think that's why he don't get the homage, because he's salty and he don't like giving nobody his flower.
he had
Their
a
flower.
The NBA should have.
He had an image problem.
He's
where do you
plus he changed
Quincy,
to
where do you
Muslim.
have LeBron ranked in your lexicon of players?
He's a Kobe fan. I know he's.
There's no way you could beat.
There's no way he's gonna. If he
let him
starts,
answer,
go
man.
ahead.
I mean, he's hovering somewhere around 10 for me.
You see it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's not even a Kobe thing. Like when I look at LeBron and I analyze his career and where he was, where he's at now, and where he's been, I have the utmost respect for the way that he's been able to avoid major injuries, the way he's taken care of his body, and the mental aspect of the way that he understood how powerful he is, or the power that he has to like control the course of his career. So when it comes to LeBron, I have to look at those very important years, probably like, let's say year 7 to like maybe like year 17. And you put yourself in different environments where you have teammates that those other great players were in their prime. And so when it comes to analyzing the game and how you go out there and play, how much easier does that make it for you? If you have shooters that you have to account for, how open are those driving lanes are going to be? When you want to take a rest, how many buckets can Kyrie, can D Wade go out and get you, let alone K Love or what's the other guy that came over from Toronto? Looked like a bird.
Oh man, I know. I can see his grill right now.
Look like a
Chris
bird.
Bosh. Chris Bosh.
Bosh. Chris Bosh. So with all that being said, like how much physicality is your body taking every year? Now we got miles, but we also got how often your body is getting hit when you drive into the lane, when you're creating contact, drawing contact, and playing defense, because assignments can then be dished off to somebody else. So, the intelligence is second to none when it comes to LeBron, but when it comes to me putting him up with the greatest and where he ranks in my ranking based on my opinion, we haven't seen that before with any other greats. They've had to go through the test of time and the fire, and when the franchise and the organization wasn't doing well, and also when it was doing well. Whereas with LeBron, I mean, I haven't seen that, so that gets knocked down for me.
Man, it's 10. That's low, Quincy.
He only had one real competitive player, and it's still a big gap in between them, which is Steph. Like, there's nobody else. He played with Kyrie for the most part, so Kyrie would have been another one, but he played with him for many years.
I like 2 or 3 years with Kyrie.
Yeah, but that gap between him and Steph is probably considered the second player in this era right now.
There's 2 things.
About KD. How much time we got left?
Nah, KD.
7 minutes.
How much?
7.
7? All right,
There's
cool.
2 things that I think is severely underrated when it comes to Bron, right? Agreed. I understand your perspective. I might not disagree. I might disagree.
Oh, you already said it. You already said it.
No, I might. Listen, man. I might.
Yo, edit
I
that
hear
out.
what you're saying. I disagree, but all jokes aside, I feel like 2 things that's severely underrated when it comes to Bron's career is every time somebody was next up, and every time it was time for, oh, this is the new person, and every time it was, yo, this is gonna be this person's league. Who's been there to shut it down?
You're right.
That's why I'm saying
He's
Curry.
been there to shut it down. No, it's not going.
That's what I'm saying about Curry and
Unanimous-
his difference.
Unanimous MVP. You up 3-1 in the finals. I come back to beat you.
What you
Best
said,
record?
Quincy?
You
The best record.
best team ever.
I was just saying, as far as like who's up next, I mean, that's been throughout the time of the NBA.
No, 100%. 100%. What again?
Jordan shut that down too.
Exactly.
Like
So like
Nobody's
that's what I mean in
saying
terms
KD
of greatness.
nah,
He did shut down KD in OKC. OKC went to the finals.
Didn't LeBron get swept in the finals in the prime of his career?
yeah, by KD
In the
and
prime of
Golden
his
State.
career. He got swept by San Antonio.
He got swept by Golden State too.
He didn't get swept.
Yeah, he did.
Which one? When they had KD?
Yeah, but I'm just saying he got swept.
Everybody gets swept by that team, bro.
yo,
I'm sorry.
You know what?
Everybody gets
that
swept
was
by
the
that
only
team.
that they swept in that playoff run.
Everybody gets swept by that team.
But I think that was when Love and Kyrie was out.
Everybody
Been
gets swept by that
KD's
team.
first year.
And then the second thing that I think is also underrated is like, and it's not an excuse because a loss is a loss, but literally like, LeBron was going against teams with him just being LeBron before moving to Miami. Before he left to go to Miami, like y'all was laughing when I said the Antoine Jameson. Niggas asking for help from Antoine Jameson is who you guys gave me to go against the Boston Celtics with Cade. That's who you bring. That's who you get. That's like, come on, bro. That's like you sending me to war with a butter knife.
Yo.
You trying to shit on Antoine Walker?
Bro, you trying to say
You don't even know his last name, Jameson. He said Antoine Walker.
Yo, you
This
going
is
way
what
Well,
back.
Antoine Walker played for the Celtics and the
Yeah, but that was
Not with
way-
LeBron.
That was way after.
Hey, Jameson was nice though.
He was nice. But
He got a couple of back-to-back 50 pieces.
with Bron or with the Wizards?
Oh, he actually had 3. He had 3 games in a row with 50.
By the time he played with Bron, not nothing. Not nothing. KG was gonna cook him.
Yeah, listen, LeBron.
All in all, with that being said, I mean, yeah, that is early on in his career. But what do we know how LeBron looks at his worst in his prime? We don't have that thought of how it looks.
But he's maintained greatness.
Oh well,
But
listen.
okay, he's maintained greatness, but what has been the cost of that for that to happen? And that's having multiple other people around you, not just at one stop, but at another stop too.
Yeah, I think that's the only
man,
the only real knock on LeBron is those stops. 3 teams.
I can understand that.
For a dude of his caliber,
I can understand. I can understand it from a competitive standpoint, but at the end of the day, but no, for sure. But at the end of the day, that same person I seen not make excuses to play. I seen him come to work. I seen him. Bro, Kyrie's out. Kevin Love's out. And I got to go against Golden State Warriors.
Who he had?
And I'm basically playing with Timothy Mozgov as my second best player.
Dellavedova was on that squad too, right? Matthew Dellavedova.
You see what I'm saying? And then we literally seen a version of LeBron that people been asking to see for years.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like I'm gonna try my best. I've seen him leave it out there on the floor.
Oh no.
In the highest of games, I've seen him be held to this standard. Regardless of who plays, they go as far as he goes. And it's been shown because as a Miami Heat fan, like I said, I should, out of everybody on this panel, and I'm going to keep saying it, I should feel scoring the most.
You should.
I seen him not do nothing in the finals, costing my team a championship against Dallas. I seen him not do it.
Yo, Quincy,
I seen him not perform.
We're running out of time,
and
man.
I'm the one that got a bigger.
We got a minute 45 left.
I'm the one that got.
We didn't even talk about the Celtics, man.
We didn't even talk about Jimmy Butler. Quick.
Oh my God.
He's killing him. He's killing him.
We'll save it for next week.
Huh?
We're gonna do it right now.
Nah, we ain't got time left. I just want to thank Quincy for joining us, man.
Yeah, you sending another link or what?
Yeah, we're probably gonna wrap, man.
Getting late.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But we're gonna bring you back when the finals start. That's cool.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely. Just hit me up. I'll look at the calendar. Let's coordinate. And once again, man, I just want to give thanks to y'all for allowing me on y'all platform just to share my opinion, talk sports, and have a good time, man. Some good conversations.
Absolutely. Same
Thanks
here,
for coming
here,
through,
brother.
man. Appreciate it.
We're gonna get the sound right this time.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
All right, man. Take it easy,
Be
bro.
good. Take care, brother.
All right, brother.
Hey, bro.
That was pretty good, man.